So let me ask y'all men a question, right? If y'all had sons, do you think would y'all sons look like you in the slightest bit? Would your son have some resemblance of you? Yeah. Of course. You got a daughter. She what? She look just like you. You got kids? No kids. Okay, Upper, you got kids. Y'all got kids? Okay, you got a son or a daughter? You got a son. Do we look like you? Yeah. All praises. I have a son, and my son looks like me, right? So if we are made in the image of the Most High God, we should do what? We should look like God, right? Give me Daniel chapter 7, verse 9.
Bring it out.
Because this is some stuff people probably don't know, is that when you actually open up the Bible and read it, you can find out what God looks like. All praises, all praises. All right, Tay, what was your name again, bro? I didn't get you, big bro. What was your name? Deontay? Hey, bro, what's your name, bro? Bill. Hey, y'all come closer, bro, because this is crazy. Because I want y'all to understand, bro, y'all brothers might come from different walks of life, but y'all got to understand, man, we the same people, man. We the same people. We really brothers out here. Zephaniah 2:1 real quick. This is what we got to understand, man. We come out here to teach our people who we are according to the Bible and to let our people understand that, listen, there is a true God. But that God ain't the same God that everybody out here think they worshiping, right? Some people say I worship a higher power. Some people say I worship, I'm a spiritual individual. But what does it mean to be spiritual? What is that higher power? We're going to get this stuff out of the Bible, but first and foremost, we got to do this. Read.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
The Bible's telling us to gather ourselves together. When you read the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation, the Lord is primarily speaking to the children of Israel, which are the people listed on this sign right here, which today, due to the prophecies and the historical references that we can find and research, the 12 tribes of Israel will be considered with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Those that suffered the curses of the transatlantic sub-Saharan slave trade, as well as the Spanish conquistadors' conquest of the 1400s. The Bible lets us know that we come from a strong lineage of people. Psalms 82 and 6. We come from a strong lineage of people. The Bible in the beginning, the Lord said, let us make man in our image. So when God created the first man, the image he wanted man to look like was him. So we got to understand, okay, well, if God said let us make man in our image, why is everybody different? We should all look like God if we was, what, made in his image, right? Everybody should look like God. It should be one complexion. It should be one standard, right? But it's not. But there's a reason for that. Read.
The book of Psalm, chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are God.
I said everybody.
Ye are God.
Again, when we read this Bible, he's speaking to the Israelites, the people on this sign. And he said, ye are gods. Read.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
And we are all children of the Most High. So, let me ask y'all men a question, right? If y'all had sons, do you think would y'all sons look like you in the slightest bit? Would your son have some resemblance of you? Yeah. Of course. You got a daughter. She what? She look just like you. You got kids? No kids. Okay, Upper, you got kids. Y'all got kids? Okay, you got a son or a daughter? You got a son. Do we look like you? Yeah. All praises. I have a son, and my son looks like me, right? So if we are made in the image of the Most High God, we should do what? We should look like God, right? Give me Daniel chapter 7, verse 9.
Bring it out.
Because this is some stuff people probably don't know, is that when you actually open up the Bible and read it, you can find out what God looks like.
The scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV.
I'm going to show you and prove to you that the Israelites are black, were always black.
Dance for time, just move up your body. Don't get loose and groove on the body. Bruise, wine. Put on the armor, the procedure complete. Me nah go back, nah retreat. All traitors, every Jezebel must get delete. Me no sleep on a demon, me keep a full clip. Conspire me downfall, cause them want to me slip. Stay close to the real ones, we seal off and legit. Cause I gotta use them to keep your soul from the pit. This a war life, I swear the damn thing.
You can find out what Christ looks like according to the scriptures. And that's the thing that we out here to show our people is like, listen, people may be lying to you and show you a white image of Jesus and tell you that this is a white man's book. But when you actually open up the book and read about these people, they don't have any attributes of anybody that's white. It's not an attribute of something that's just a ghost. It's tangible references from people that saw the vision, walked with the men, and wrote down their reference from what they seen, their evidence. Read that.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
So this is the prophet Daniel, who was a wise man. He was able to interpret dreams. The king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, asked him to interpret a dream. Nobody else in his kingdom can do it except for Daniel, who was an Israelite. And he had the Spirit of the Lord to be able to discern dreams. But one of the things Daniel saw was he saw a vision from the Most High about a future prophecy. And he said he beheld till the thrones were cast down. Question. Who sits or what sits on a throne? A what? A king, right? So you gotta imagine today, who would be a king that's on the throne today? Huh? You said all of us black men. You right and you wrong at the same time. I want to say more in like right now. Like who? If you were to say there were kings on this earth, China would have a king because they have a kingdom. They have their own rulership. America has a president. That is the king of America. You have kings on all Russia, Vladimir. What's it? Vladimir Putin. You got what Kim Jong-un for what North Korea. You have all these nations are kings on thrones. The future prophecy is that all of these thrones will be cast down, meaning the rulership of all these other kingdoms is coming to a close when it's time for the Messiah to hit the scene. Read.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
So it said there was one throne after everything was cast down, but the Ancient of Days, who is older than time? God, because he did what? He created time. He created everything. So the person sitting on this throne is the Most High God. Daniel was seeing a vision of the Most High God. Read. Sitting on a throne. Read on.
Whose garment was white as snow.
He said his garment was white as snow. In order to have a garment, you got to have a body to have a garment on. In order to sit on a throne, you have to have a backside to sit down. People will tell you all these things about it's just a ghost, it's a puff of smoke. But the Bible is letting you know that there is a king. There is a God. And that God has a body. But let's see some more characteristics. Hold on, bro. I want you to hear this, then you can walk off. Read.
And the hair of his head.
And the what?
And the hair of his head.
And the hair on God's head, read.
Like the pure wool.
What kind of hair did God have?
Like the pure wool.
Brothers, look at yourselves in the mirror. It said God had hair like the pure wool, right? We have hair like the pure wool. And if the Lord said, let us make man in our image, that means the people of God should look like God. Right. Give me Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 27. If you gotta go, you gotta go, bro. We ain't gonna hold nobody, but we just want to touch on some truth to y'all brothers. Give us a call, man, if y'all got questions. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 27. Because we want to let y'all know that the Lord, the Bible tells us that the Most High God had hair like wool. But what else? It also tells us what the Most High God looked like. Read it.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 27. And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire.
Read up a verse.
Verse 26. And above the firmament that was over their heads was the likeness of a throne.
So you had the prophet Ezekiel seeing into space, into the heavens, into a different dimension. And what he saw was similar to what Daniel saw. A man on a throne. Read.
As the appearance of a sapphire stone. And upon the likeness of the throne.
And upon what?
And upon the likeness of the throne.
We read in Daniel that the man that was sitting on the throne had hair like the pure wool. Now Ezekiel is going to tell you what the man on the throne looked like. Read.
Was the likeness as the appearance of a man above upon it.
Read.
And I saw as the color of amber.
The color of what?
As the color of amber.
The color of amber. Brown, brother. When they seen Christ, when they seen the Most High in visions, he was a brown-skinned man with wool-like hair. That is biblical. So why in the hell are these images all over the media? Why is Passion of the Christ being pushed? Why is the movie The Son of God being pushed, and the men that are portraying a role of Christ does not have woolly hair? That is not biblical, because the Bible said the Most High God had woolly hair and looked like the appearance of amber. The Bible said that Christ had hair like wool, and his arms and his feet was like the color of polished brass. So where are we getting the image of white Jesus from?
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word